Hi all, this is Ujwala. Today in this video we'll be learning about agriculture in Indian knowledge system. The Indian knowledge system encompasses traditional agriculture practices rooted in ancient wisdom. The agriculture is not merely a profession in India, it is a way of life that is deeply intertwined with culture and spirituality. Understanding Indian knowledge system in agriculture fosters sustainable practices that have been effective for centuries. Historical overview of agriculture. Agriculture in India dates back thousands of years with evidence of farming in the Indus Valley civilization. The ancient texts like the Vedas and Arthashastra provide insights into traditional agricultural practices and techniques. The evolution of agriculture has been influenced by climatic, geographical, and cultural factors throughout Indian history. Traditional farming techniques. Traditional farming techniques include crop rotation, intercropping, and the use of organic fertilizers. Farmers rely on the indigenous knowledge to select appropriate seeds and manage pests without synthetic chemicals. These practices enhance soil health and biodiversity, contributing to sustainable agriculture. Role of indigenous seeds. Indigenous seeds are well adapted to local environmental conditions and are essential for food security. The preservation of traditional seed varieties promotes genetic diversity and resilience against climate change. Farmers often engage in seed saving and sharing within communities, ensuring sustainable agricultural practices. Organic farming practices. Organic farming has its roots in ancient Indian agricultural practices that emphasize natural inputs. Techniques such as composting, vermiculture, and natural pest control are integral to organic farming. The revival of organic farming in India aligns with global sustainability goals and consumer demand for healthy food. Water management techniques. Traditional water management practices include rainwater harvesting and the construction of check dams. Systems such as tank irrigation and wells are commonly used to manage water resources sustainably. Effective water management enhances agricultural productivity and supports rural livelihoods. Agroforestry systems. Agroforestry combines agriculture and forestry practices to create sustainable land use systems. This approach enhances biodiversity, improves soil quality, and provides additional income through tree products. It is a traditional practice that supports ecosystem services and mitigates the effects of climate change. Role of livestock in agriculture. Livestock play a critical role in traditional agriculture in India, providing manure, milk, and other products. Integrated farming systems that include livestock enhance nutrient recycling and soil fertility. The cultural significance of livestock in rural communities reflect the interconnectedness of agriculture and livelihood. Cultural practices in agriculture. Agricultural practices are often accompanied by rituals and festivals that celebrate the agrarian lifestyle. Festivals like Pongal, Baisakhi, and Onam highlight the importance of harvest and community gatherings. Such cultural practices strengthen social bonds and promote respect for nature and agricultural heritage. Knowledge transmission. Traditional agricultural knowledge is passed down through generations via oral traditions and community practices. Farmers often learn through observation, experience, and mentorship from elder farmers in the community. Knowledge sharing fosters innovation while preserving age old practices that are environmentally sustainable. Sustainable agriculture practices. Sustainable practices are integral to the Indian knowledge system, ensuring environmental health and food security. Methods such as permaculture And conservation agriculture focuses on minimizing ecological impact. Sustainability in agriculture supports the livelihoods of millions while preserving natural resources for future generations. Impact of climate change. Climate change possesses significant threats to traditional agricultural practices and food security in India. Farmers are increasingly adopting climate resilient crops and practices to adapt to changing conditions. Indigenous knowledge plays a crucial role in developing adaptive strategies to combat climate impacts. Modern challenges to traditional agriculture. The introduction of chemical farming and monocultures has led to soil degradation and loss of biodiversity. Farmers face economic pressures that often lead them to abandon traditional practices for more lucrative but unsustainable options. Addressing these challenges require integrating traditional knowledge with modern agricultural science. Policy and government support. Government initiatives aim to promote traditional farming systems and support sustainable practices. Policies like the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture encourage the use of indigenous knowledge. Collaborative efforts are needed to ensure that traditional practices are recognized and supported at the policy level. Role of education in agriculture. Education plays a vital role in disseminating traditional agricultural knowledge to younger generations. Agricultural extension services can bridge the gap between traditional knowledge and modern scientific practices. Incorporating IKS in educational curricula fosters respect for sustainable farming practices among youth. Case studies of successful practices. Successful case studies highlight the effective use of traditional knowledge in modern agricultural settings. Examples include farmers' cooperatives that promote organic farming and biodiversity conservation. These case studies serve as models for integrating traditional wisdom into contemporary agricultural practices. The role of women in agriculture. Women play a crucial role in traditional agriculture, often managing farms and preserving indigenous knowledge. Empowering women in agriculture leads to improved food security and community resilience. Recognizing and supporting women's contributions is essential for sustainable agricultural development. The future of agriculture in IKS. The future of agriculture in the IKS lies in the harmonization tradition with innovation. Emphasizing sustainable practices will help ensure food security for future generations. Collaborative efforts among farmers, scientists, and policymakers are essential to advance sustainable agriculture. Global influence of Indian agricultural practices. Indian agricultural practices have influenced global sustainable agriculture movements and organic farming initiatives. The knowledge system has the potential to contribute significantly to global discussions on food security. Sharing these practices can inspire other cultures to adopt sustainable agricultural methods. I would conclude by saying that embracing the Indian knowledge system is crucial for fostering sustainable agricultural practices. Integrating traditional wisdom with more modern science can lead to resilient and productive agricultural systems. Acknowledging and preserving Indian knowledge system ensures the future generations can benefit from the rich agricultural heritage of India. Thank you for watching.